2019 still sounds a little weird to say, but that's pretty much the case for every new year. It gets a little, strange when the calendar turns over. It's kind of a weird transitioning of the guard, if you will. This is Bobby Gaines, of course, saying hello on a very confusing rant as I kind of look forward to, well, let's see. 2019, of course, is the new year. It's about 3 days old now. And as you guys know, it's no secret, I have trouble letting go of the past. Like I get really attached to certain things, certain times, and, inevitably new good times come, and I look forward to those in 2019. But this is a weird year in that I don't really have as much planned as past years. The last few years I've had something up my sleeve, something to look forward to, something to kind of hang my hat on, and then there are a couple of those things for 2019. A lot of them are way down the line, though, so again, it's kind of weird, and I've never really liked this, how you have this big emotional burst in November and December with Christmas and all the fun stuff, and then January comes and it's just nothing, and you're just like kind of, especially in Connecticut, you're just in this desolate winter wasteland for a couple months with really nothing going on but maybe the Super Bowl in February, the one football game I watch. And I don't mean for this to sound like a sad rant, because 2018 was actually very awesome, and that's kind of part of the reason why I'm having trouble letting go of it, and I'm not exactly, thrilled to just, start over again, because it does feel like you start over again. It's really weird, and that's every year. So, if I have, a so-so year, I like the idea of starting over again, kind of hitting the ground running. It's kind of what I did with 2018. It seems like there's this kind of pattern in my life where I'll have one up year, one down year, and not that the down years are all that down, but I've been fortunate enough in the past 10, 20 years to really not have to deal with any kind of major tragedies, as you guys know, who've watched my YouTube videos. There's been a lot of positive in every year. And, I can remember certain years, like after 2017, wanting 2018 to be better and, just kind of going for it. It was the last year of my 20s. I wanted to really make something of it. I had all these goals to hit. Some of them I hit, some of them I didn't, but the important one is that I did get a job in graphic design. That was something I'd been talking about for years. I currently work for a small company, Tabor Realty, and I do their graphic work. I do work for the salon and different branches of the company. Looking forward to that role expanding in the next, months to come. So career-wise, there was an advancement last year, and that's a big thing. That took a long time, and a lot of other things have kind of stayed the same, maybe a little too much. The mall tours have been a lot of fun, but, how much longer can I do them? We'll see. Just a lot of stuff that I enjoy doing and still want to enjoy doing in 2019, but maybe I want to add some new stuff to that. And I don't know what that's going to be yet as I enter the first year of my 30s. And there's still a lot of 2018 to kind of get out of the way, too. That's kind of the weird thing. First couple months are kind of spent recovering from Christmas, literally taking down all the Christmas stuff and, just kind of getting back on track. It's really hard sometimes, and I had a good, 4 or 5 days off after Christmas, so not right after Christmas, but for the New Year's Eve weekend, I had a lot of days off there, and it was great. I didn't get a lot done, but it was great, and now it's kind of time to get in that mode again of, here we go again, For me, I got a lot of stuff coming up in January and February in terms of work. I've got bridal shows because I work for Atlantic Coast Entertainment, so those are never really that much fun, but whatever. I got bridal shows, and like I said, there's not much to look forward to in January and February. It's not that nothing happens, it's just that it's usually just kind of boring, to be quite honest. It's not really until Easter, specifically the beginning of the Red Sox season in the spring, where you start to feel like, okay, this is something exciting. The Celtics haven't provided much of that excitement at all in terms of sports, but still a little bit ways to go. But overall, I was really happy with 2018, as you guys know, and you're going to see it, because I've got a ton of videos coming. That's one good thing about kind of having this indoors time for a while in January is going to be spending time editing video, and there's a ton to edit. I got hours of footage at my birthday bash. I got more footage at Christmas than I've ever gotten, which was excellent in retrospect, because it just turned out so amazing. And that's the one thing that's not going to change this year, or any year it seems, is my attachment to video. I really love having these memories. I really love just kind of looking back at all these different things as they advance, and sometimes they're the same, sometimes they're different. And 2019 is going to bring its own personality. It's going to bring its own set of circumstances, maybe some new friends, maybe some old ones. I always find it interesting going through the years, people who are in my life and who aren't in my life, and it's just kind of like a revolving door in some ways. But the people who really, care about me, have always been there for every year. Obviously, my parents and my family, but also friends of mine who we'll see in the birthday bash video who are always there, it seems. And, that's part of life. And it's not, good or bad. It's just what it is. So 2019 inevitably will have some of those great memories. It's just that right now, it just feels so raw. Like it feels so fresh. Like what is coming next? I really don't know. It's January 3rd. I mean, it's like nothing's happened yet. And I don't know that anything will for a while other than, continuing to go to work, kind of staying on top of things, and that's it. That's part of life. Not every month can be a fun one, and that's kind of why I appreciate, the end year finale so much. I appreciate October. Even when I get to September and I start to realize that it's coming, Because for the first few months of the year, it's not that there's nothing, but it's just, it's going to take a little while for 2019, and, part of that's going to be letting go in 2018. One of the best Christmases I ever had. I will talk about that in detail. I'll talk about the mall tour of 2018. There were a lot of great storylines about last year. And, I don't want to just cram them all into one video. So I'll probably do little summaries of everything, all the positives of 2018. To me, each year has its own thing. And I'm sure a year from now I'll be talking about 2019 and how great that was. And, but for right now, every year, like I was saying, kind of has its own personality, its own highlights. And I like to focus on those. So that years from now, I don't look at, what went wrong. I look at, oh, wow, that happened in 2016. That happened in 2015. Like, I start to really look at the positive storylines of my life that happen every year in different ways. And, 2018 had plenty of them. So I want to, of course, archive those and remember them always. So that when I look back at 2018 years from now, I'm going, hey, that was a really good year. And, there were some things that weren't so great this year. Obviously, Vinny passing away in 2018 was not pleasant. Had some car problems. See, look, I'm reminding myself of the bad stuff now. But that's not what matters. What matters is that years from now, you look back at the times you had with your friends, the times that you had doing whatever. Those are the times that stay. Not that the other times aren't important, but it's just, I don't know. That's what I've always done with my YouTube channel. That's what I'll always do, is just kind of make these compilations of all the positives, and I hope that they mean as much to the people who were in them as they mean to me, because especially my birthday party in particular, like, that meant a ton to me. My birthday bash in 2018, which we're going to see the video eventually, and that meant a ton to me, so hopefully it meant a lot to the people who were there. The video will be available, and again, just another memento of one of the greatest days of the year, so that's 2018 though. I'm looking forward to 2019. Who knows what could happen. It'll be interesting. So I'd be interested to know what you guys think of 2019. You have any big goals or things going on this year that are going to make it special, or maybe it's just another year. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But for right now, Happy New Year's from Bobby Productions 2019, and we will see you soon with some 2018 footage.